Hi, I'm Lesley Canarium, Reader's Advisory Librarian at the Rogers Public Library, and I'm here to demonstrate how to put together our December Take It, Make It project for adults, which is coffee filter Christmas trees. You'll get in your kit a nice little cone, which is going to form the base of our tree. And you'll want to start by taking a jar lid. There's various shapes. I just have a random assortment in the kits, but the idea is to provide a little heft and stability for your tree, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like. And you're gonna want to glue that to the bottom of your tree. Just taking my glue gun, putting a little circle of glue here. You can also use just plain old craft or school glue for this. I just using the glue gun because it dries a little bit faster. Also get in your kit a bunch of coffee filters. I decided to go with the natural colored coffee filters because I think that gives you a kind of very pretty rustic sort of design. But if you decide, no, I want pure white snowy tree instead, well, feel free to substitute plain white coffee filters because what we're looking for really are these nice frilly edges. So we're gonna take a coffee filter and cut out the center. And for this part, you can also use a glue gun, but I chose to put the coffee filters on with craft glue because I think it's just a little bit more flexible because it doesn't set immediately, so you can move it up and down and it dries fast enough. So let's just put a nice little stripe along the top curve here. And we're gonna glue this around the bottom, trying not to smush out the ruffle. You don't have to cut out a perfect circle because you're gonna do an overlap. And you'll notice I'm not taking the glue all the way to the end because the way cones do, it's gonna get narrower and narrower, so you're gonna need less and less of the strip to cover up, go all the way around. And one thing I want you to keep in mind as you're doing this is that you want to stagger your starting and ending places so they're not all lined up perfectly. It'll look a lot more natural if they just sort of kind of overlap randomly. They don't have to line up perfectly along the bottom. Matter of fact, it's probably better if they don't, because if you've ever looked at a real live Christmas tree, you'll notice that the branches are always sort of irregular and erratic. You notice that I'm saving the bits that I'm cutting off here because we're going to want those as our cone gets more narrow. If you want, take one of those centers you cut out and trim it up a little to make a nice circle that we're just going to put right on top. And honestly, I think that's kind of pretty if you had a whole row of these sitting up on your fireplace or your mantle. But let's dress it up a little. So you will have in your kit a nice big pearl, which I think will look pretty on top. For this, I am going to use the glue gun just because as it dries a little more quickly and securely. So if you decide to use the craft glue for that, you'll just have to hold on to it into the glue sets. You could also, if you have some shiny paper, make a star or even a little angel for the top of your tree, whatever you like. Also to decorate it, I just put a scattering of different push pins in your kit, different colors. You can supplement these with your own push pins if you like, just to give you sort of the effect of having Christmas balls on a tree. You can just leave them simply like that on their own, or if you like, you can use them to attach ribbons, some pretty wrapping paper ribbons, or perhaps buttons, any fancy shaped buttons you've got, or little charms or beads or any sort of thing you want to decorate your tree. This is just to give you really an idea of what you could get started with. I know that you all are terribly creative and are going to come up with some wonderful ideas of your own, which I hope you will share with us. You can take photos and put them on social media and tag us. But just sticking these in, don't want to stick them in too far because I don't want to flatten down the ruffles. So simple, so satisfying. And if you really want to go all out, I can show you a sample of what happens when you let me go wild in my button box and get really fancy. But whatever you come up with, I know it'll be beautiful. And join us next month when we're going to make some giant snowflake wall hangings. Thank you.